What's happening? What it do? I be on this. Turned out to be a beautiful Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? For this episode of OG Tuesday Tantrum. I am your guy, your OG, Mr. White. Uh, and guess over here they call the big one, Mucho Grindy in the building. Yeah.
Yeah.
Down below us, I hope he's still wide awoke. I hope he didn't fell off to sleep. Uh,
You sitting right here?
yeah, he's woke, ladies and gentlemen. He's woke. He's woke. He's woke. So maybe he'll make it through the telecast this time, man.
Oh,
Hey, oh man. But just to jump it off, to start it off, I just shout out to my niece and her compadres, aka the Sonic Boom, did their thing this weekend. Jackson State went to Tallahassee and put belt to ass 41-16. And the Sonic Boom did the marching 300 in as well in the fifth quarter. Uh, somebody need to tell FAMU that don't be trying to keep hope alive. Y'all ain't got it like that no more. Y'all ain't got it like that no more. There's video documented evidence of failure in musicianship by FAMU. And it is not and was not a good look on the field or in the stands, as it were. Once again, shout out to my niece, Big Tootie, down there in the trombone trumpet session. You know what I'm saying? Leading in her fifth year. You know what I'm saying? Becoming an alumni and standing her GOAT status down there in her term with the Sonic Boom. You know what I'm saying? Just to the GSU haters from FAMU, just rerun the tape over the last couple of years. Rose Bowl twice, Rose Bowl parade, Vegas. You know what I'm saying, and a couple of other parades, not withstanding. I don't recall y'all being, you know what I'm saying, asked to participate in a lot of nationally televised parades and events as such. The boom has been booming y'all ass. Okay, you know what I'm saying. So all lip locking and tongue wrestling y'all doing in the swag chats, man, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Where your funding going? Y'all ain't even got a decent parking lot down there, man. What's really going on? You know what I'm saying? Somebody I hear talking delusional noise, and y'all band don't sound. I've heard some high school bands sound better than y'all this year.
wow.
You know what I'm saying? I've been a band uncle. Okay. You know what I'm saying, for the better part of a decade now. You know what I'm saying? My big niece, she, what I'm saying, shout out to Ash, Ling Ling, Tuba Chick, you know what I'm saying, Savannah State. All right, so I know what I'm talking about.
How about them tubas, baby?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You see, there's music in music make you lose control. I'm just saying, man. Y'all better get your stuff together down there, FAMU. Y'all fraudulent. Y'all fraudulent on the football field and in the bandstands, man. Y'all fraudulent. Y'all fraudulent now. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of that is video documented evidence to show. You know what I'm just saying? Y'all ain't carrying that oomph from back in the day like you used to. You know what I'm saying? If this was, 20 or 25 years ago, you might be able to talk a little something. But right now, nah, man. Y'all got
You
boomed
drove
by
down
the
there?
boom. Y'all got boomed by the Sonic Boom, boy.
You drove down there?
My sister and my other niece took my two younger nieces down there. Because one of my younger nieces, she's at Banneker. She's in the band at Banneker, so she took that ride down there to get, what I'm saying, up close, what I'm saying, look at band life, on the college level. You know what I'm saying? This is her second trip, you know what I'm saying, to a JSU event. You know what I mean? We grooming them and letting them grow and glow into what they want to be in this music thing. You know what I'm saying? She her big cousins are being role models and things. You know, if you want to get a good closer look at what I was talking about, y'all need to go on the Jackson State University website and check it out. There are a lot of the events that happened this weekend, along with that 41-16 ass kicking. The Sonic Boom put the boom on FAMU in the stands with the music. Well, I just wanted to jump off. You know what I'm saying? With that little bit.
Dang, that's how family you had was the band. They football
Hey,
team never really been
you,
all that anyway.
you know, you know, you know. Uh, mm,
Dang, for them to lose the band, for them to go down like that, yeah.
yeah, yeah. You got boomed at the crib. You got boomed at the crib, man. We gonna get into y'all with a couple of things. We ain't gonna keep you long. You know what I'm saying? Um, we got trade deadline chaos going on. Gonna get into that. Yeah, the Braves hired a new skipper. We're gonna get into that. Um, this Falcon fan community is, what I'm saying, on suicide watch right now. Um, mad because all the activity has been going on and we ain't necessarily been a whole lot of part of it. From a financial standpoint, I understand our lack of movement. And then, and a lot of the stuff that I saw today on social media with all this crying and bitching and moaning, complaining. A lot of y'all don't do the math, and you done heard me say this before. A lot of y'all, I can tell a lot of y'all play Madden on rookie level with the salary cap off and the trade restrictions off. I do. I know you do. You be out here building these super teams, you know what I'm saying? Because you go and trade for and sign anybody. It don't work like that in real life, man. It just don't. Okay, you got 3-4 contracts that you're going to deal with when this season is over with, and you want us to bring a guy that's making 96 million over the total of the next 2 seasons in here that we ain't gonna be able to pay. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, would I have loved to have a Quentin Williams in here on our line? Of course I would. But you got to do what makes sense, man. You got to do what makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I like Jacoby Myers, but considering what they was asking for and what they got for him back, no, we weren't going. No. I like Jacoby Myers, but that for what our pocket is holding in draft capital, no. Same with Sauce Gardner. You know what I'm saying? It's same with Rashid. I'm just saying. I mean, you got to do what you got to understand the mathematics of the situation, and then, truth be told, you know what I'm saying. Our problem is not a talent problem. That's the other elephant in the room. Our problem is not a talent problem. It is not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I understand Terry's unwillingness to make a personnel move. I mean, because you have the talent here. It's coaching staff just got to get its shit together.
If we trade for anything or anybody, I think it should be a wide receiver, and it don't have to be a super big name or anything like that.
I mean, I don't even necessarily think, you know what I'm saying, we would have to necessarily, I mean, we have somebody's, you know what I'm saying, again, No amount of talent can outplay bad coaching. We almost did it this weekend. Um, almost. Um, in which, but I mean, it is what it is. It happened. It happened. Then on top of all of that, um, we kicked Romo to the curve.
Oh, we
Uh,
did.
yeah, uh-huh. That was the first thing crossed my board about 6:17 this morning. We kicked him to the curve. And I think it's Evan Gonzalez. I think his name. Um, we got him and we signed him. Um, you know,
Dollars.
yeah, I think it
What happened to the kicker that we drafted?
we didn't draft no kicker.
No, we ain't drafting no any Trae.
Uh, he wasn't undrafted. That
Yeah, he was a training camp pickup that didn't work out. But we picked up Gonzalez, but we're gonna see how that's gonna go for the foreseeable future. This for the rest of this season on that right there. What do you guys think about that move? Because most of people are out here crying foul because we didn't call Rodrigo Blankenship, the former Bulldog kicker. You know what I'm saying? Out of his insurance selling office. Uh,
Because he wanted Georgia. That's the only reason why.
yeah,
Bitch been
yeah,
crying. Come up. We need to get rid of Blankenship. Okay. See,
you know.
if these fans been crying all day about they need to do this, do that.
Mm, yeah, that happened. Um, y'all give y'all's thoughts on today's events from all the trades and whatnot that have happened. You know, the movements that have gone on, team acquisitions. Who you think made the best move, um, or whatever the case may be.
well, based off that information, that one right there, um, I don't know if it's a good move or not. I have to wait. I have to see him in action, see how consistent he is to determine, yeah, that was a good move or not. Because we thought it was a good move when he got Romo and him making all them field goals.
I mean,
But
he done made 6, 7 straight kicks. You know what I'm saying? But I guess missing that extra point. Knee jerk reaction, whatever the case may be. But I mean, here we are.
right, yeah, I think yeah, that's true. But I haven't really been paying attention to any other team with
I
their
mean, well,
trades and
you
whatnot.
you had you had the Jets being big sellers today. They got off some big names. Uh, Gardner Johnson to Indy, Big Quentin Williams to Dallas. Um, let me see. Jacoby Myers got moved from the Raiders. The middle linebacker, the veteran middle linebacker over there in Cincinnati got moved. Um, your boy, the receiver Rashid, he got traded to Seattle from the Saints. It's been a lot of movement. It's been a lot of movement. You know.
No, that indie trade sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Cincinnati defense. That one,
That might be um as one of the teams over there in the AFC that have been consistently, what I'm saying, doing the damn thing. That move to that defense Um, that move right there may have put them in the AFC Championship game. It just maybe.
And we got them this with that. Oh man.
Yeah. We gonna see him in Berlin. So we gonna get I mean, we probably would have seen CJ one way or the other with the Jets, but he's got moved. He's with the Colts, so we gonna see him next week. It's gonna be interesting.
Sooner than later.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think that was a nice move. Um, Now, on the flip side of these moves the Jets have made, they have accumulated a lot of picks. They got a lot of picks back for everything that they done dished out.
They need them.
On the three moves they done made, I think they've gotten back six or seven picks, something to that effect. So over the course of the next two off seasons. So yeah, you're pretty fundamentally sound moves. Because this season is pretty much a wash. Um, you know, a lot of people was talking about, old boy losing his job, but I don't see that. I think it's, they tried to put something together and see if they was gonna be able to rock with it. But look, y'all Justin Field lovers just need to come to the realization. All right, he is a third string or practice squad quarterback at best. And that's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality of the situation with him. Unless a miracle situation happens and he tucks his tail and get some humility about himself and get with some of these veteran quarterback and go to some of these quarterback camps, go over there with the Mannings, go talk to Palmer, sit down with Steve Young, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, and get some real fundamental work in, get some film study, go sit down with John Gruden at his quarterback camp. I mean, because right now you're 6 years in and you've been on, let me see, Chicago, Pittsburgh, now New York, and nine times out of 10, they probably gonna cut you loose when the season's over with, and you'll be looking at your fourth team, if that, on next season. Who's gonna you have basically blown off, saying you couldn't get it, because Mike Tomlin is known for giving guys chances and putting them in situations where they could, jump off and succeed. You had it was a perfectly fit situation for you and the Jets, and you made them a worse team. I'm just going, just keeping it a buck.
Yeah.
And you can't say he didn't have no weapons over there. You know what I'm saying, in New York, Wilson, two tight ends,
Had a running back.
you know what I'm saying, and you kept you was 3 and done all the time, and you kept that defense on the field. So I mean, it's no wonder that defense went downhill. And your defense is on the field 20 to 25 minutes, you know what I'm saying, the game. I mean, that's automatically telling you that your offense ain't worth a damn. And in this case, your quarterback ain't worth a damn. I mean, y'all, you call me what you want, but you know what I'm saying, Justin Fields is a third string or a practice squad scout team quarterback at best. And that's being nice about it. Yeah. That's just being nice about it. So I mean, You know what? He is progressively gotten worse as the snaps have gone on this year, and you can't dismiss what you're seeing by through your eyes on the screen. I mean, by extension, you making your offensive line look like garbage. I mean, because you can't read a defense to throw a man open, or you know what I'm saying, put a ball in a window. I mean, but you know, it is what it is right now. But you know, for everything that is happening over there in New York, they've gotten a bunch of picks back, so they'll be, you know, in a good situation with the 11 picks they're going to have this coming up this offseason to, you know, get some more talent in there, you know, and whatnot. And
Who
again,
did Jacoby Myers go to?
You went, who did he do?
Jacksonville.
Yeah, he went to Jacksonville. Baltimore traded Alexander to the Eagles, which to me that didn't even move the needle. You know, but the Colts, I tell you, the Colts, the Colts that moved them getting Gardner Johnson. It feels a need, and it makes that defense a little bit more better. It's gonna be interesting to watch them to see where they're gonna land at come the postseason.
Yeah, I think they probably had the best trade out of it for a little bit of quality and need.
You know, and the Cowboys, by all intents and purposes, getting Williams, I think it should make a difference.
Yeah, that was a pretty good move.
Getting Quentin Williams, it should make a difference. Statistically, they are the worst defense. You know, you're giving up the most points, and your defensive third down percentage is like the third worst in the league. I mean, it's a tale of two ends. You got the number one offense, number one scoring offense, but you're giving up just as many points.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so them getting Quentin was a major swing. You know, I think that, you know, they're not a bad team, man. They can't stop nobody. Statistically speaking, that's it's blaring. So, you know, maybe Quentin Williams, you know what I'm saying, will give that defense a boost. With things looking and going the way it's going over there in the NFC East, you know, and you can win some of these shootouts. You can slow some of these shootouts down. You know what I'm saying? Dak and them putting up, you know, 28, 29, 30 points a game, and y'all giving up 29, 30 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, Sonya. Hey, Sonya. I wanted you and Shell to come on here to talk about this Braves hire. You know, when it get down to that topic, you if you want to, you come on in here and give your 2 cents. Send me where to put the link for you. You know, but if we get embarrassed in Berlin on Sunday, someone needs to be fired. Yeah, someone should have been fired on Monday. Be honest, so to speak, to some degree. I mean, but you know, like I said, the one thing about that game on Sunday, it was a better effort. I mean, and I missing that kick was huge. Missing that extra point was huge, but we had two other opportunities after that to win that game. that and that egregious intentional grounding call, which I thought was garbage. It was just god awful. Um, it didn't help us in that situation, but hey, shit happens, you Um, let's see who else made moves. Okay, Seattle got that guy. I mean, it's a whole lot in every
You said
some.
Cincinnati. Something about
Uh,
Cincinnati.
yeah, the middle linebacker from Cincinnati, he got moved. I just can't remember where he got moved to.
Dallas.
He went to Dallas too.
Oh yeah, Logan Wilson, the linebacker, he went to Dallas.
Damn, Dallas was big
They did that,
buyers.
they did that shit first thing in the morning.
They were big buyers.
Dallas, they trying to get.
Shit. You
Like
get Quentin
they
Williams
seem to
and you
always
and,
have
and
money somewhere.
you get Quentin Williams and Wilson. Huh.
You got Quentin Williams, you got Kenny Clark, and Logan Wilson.
I mean, well, you got Kenny Clark in the Michael Parsons deal.
So what you're saying, the only thing I need to upgrade on is that secondary?
I mean, well, again, if they're able to, stop the run and get pressure on the quarterback, I mean, that's going to help your secondary. You know what I'm saying? If you can get off the field on third downs more than 22% of the damn time, you know, you might start winning some of these games in time of possession. I mean, right now, Dallas defensively is averaging almost 27 minutes a game by the defense on the field.
Right.
And I think that's what second or third most in the league. So I mean, they went and got something. Is it gonna pan out? That is the question. Is it gonna pan? Is it going to pan out?
I read something earlier, man. He was interested in Trey Henderson.
Who?
Dallas, they was interested in Trey Henderson.
Yeah, they were, but Cincinnati wanted too much.
Mm-hmm. That's why I
I mean,
said.
see, in that situation right there, see, Cincinnati played their hand just a little bit too soon in that situation. I believe they could have moved. They could have moved him, but they were trying to play hardball, and then you end up, what I'm saying, giving him that what they gave him. I think if they had held out a little bit longer, they might have would have been able to, you know, get a team friendly deal, what I'm saying, on some draft picks, some third, fourth, or fifth round picks or something to that effect. But you was asking for, what I'm saying, 2 first rounders for Henderson, and no.
Two first
I
rounders.
like him. He does put up the numbers, but from a age perspective, and what I'm saying, and what him and his team, meaning his agent, were asking, what I'm saying, per number. No, man. No, you want us to give up draft capital and then that turn around and pay him. And you want us to pay him Garrett and Cosby money. Nah, no, that just no.
Yeah. So basically, what they gonna have to do, they gonna have to get pass rushers in the draft, then, huh, Sam?
Who? Cincinnati?
Oh, Dallas.
Dallas? I mean, well,
They don't have to. Shit, they ain't got no choice.
well, I mean, well, you got Clark now. You got Quentin Williams for this year and next year. Then you still got a young boy over there. You got to get some development going on. And yeah, you get your scout team got to get on their job and find you some, in this draft coming up, get them out there and get feet to ground and walk and find something.
Mm-hmm.
But he still got Dante Fowler.
I mean, you have to find you another Dexter Lawrence. You have to find you another Latron Smith. I'm just saying you got to you scout the scouts, and you have to earn your money.
Don't
You
they
have to
have
earn your money.
Clowney too?
Yeah.
Clowney over there?
Yeah.
Oh,
They got Clowney. They got that's that linebacker named Sanborn, the linebacker. He over there.
mm-hmm.
Ron Bland, Diggs, all them.
Yeah.
So you got to think. I think if they can build their secondary up and get some pass rushes, their defense gonna be.
I mean, if what they got there now up front does its job, it's gonna help that back end. It is gonna help that back end. You're gonna lose Diggs this offseason.
He don't.
Things between him and Jerry. It's going downhill this particular moment, and I put that situation on Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all trash that boy character. And when he went and got a second opinion on his injury, and that second opinion proved to be right.
Right.
Okay, and he got with a different physical therapist outside of the team, and came back healthy, and came back with the paperwork. And right now, what I'm saying, like I said, that situation between him and Jerry is gone downhill, and he was right. You know what I'm saying? And y'all was trying to trash that boy because he wouldn't, adhere to the staff on the team, and I don't blame him. That boy, he had sit and watched other guys go through this very same thing, you know what I'm saying, with injuries, with this training, with with the trainers and medical personnel for the Cowboys, and their reputation is not good.
No, it's not.
It is not good. You know what I'm saying? I was out here trying to trash that boy's name, and he went out here and did his due diligence and got with the right doctors, got the right examinations and diagnosis, and got himself back healthy with the paperwork to prove that what he was saying was damn true. So Diggs is out of there. He's out of there.
So what team you think would be a good fit with OJ?
I mean, he probably gonna try to latch himself to a championship contender, a playoff contender, a shit. I wouldn't even be surprised he don't go up there with his brother in New England.
Boy, do that shit, boy. They gonna be
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Or go over there to Kansas City or
I'm
Denver.
talking about Kansas City.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Kansas City needs some defense help too.
Green Bay, maybe.
Green Bay with him.
Green Bay got them 3 young boys back there. They all right. That's why. That's another reason why they let Alexander walk.
Yeah.
They got them 3 young studs back there. They all right on that back end. Now if Diggs is probably willing to maybe change, be versatile and play some safety, do some Rod Thomas type, movement, go from corner to safety, that may get him some more coins as well. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to fit somewhere, especially, you want to go to a contender. So you got a whole lot going on right there in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Raymond? How's it going? Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Hit that like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, and subscribe to Miss White Network. You know what I'm saying? But hey, um, shoot, you got you got some situations. You know what I'm saying? Right now, and right now the Colts look like big winners. I mean, it's really depending on what's going to happen. The Cowboys may be big winners. Um, shit, the low key, Seattle may be a big winner with that boo picking up old boy from New Orleans.
Come on, Shaheed.
Yeah,
My offense gonna be a problem anyway.
you know
Yeah,
they
yeah.
they
Tucker
might
needs
they,
some
they,
help.
they might be big winners. Uh, Jacoby going to Jacksonville. There was
Yeah,
that could help them over there. Um,
Yeah,
shoot,
I think
and it,
Hunter out, ain't he?
yeah, he hurt.
Ain't he for the season?
I don't think it's for the season.
He might be out for a couple games. I ain't gonna say the season now.
Oh, uh,
What's the situation over there in Houston with CJ Stroud?
Yeah, concussion.
I don't
Okay,
know. They've been quiet.
Yeah,
they somebody I saw where somebody was talking about it was the situation was bad over there with him. I hadn't been able to dig up no info on it. You know, um, but
But Will Anderson not happy?
who?
Will Anderson.
I think he is. But I
Uh,
just know that CJ got hurt the other night.
yeah, he sure did.
You know, and it was and people were talking about how bad it was. You know, I didn't know it was a concussion. You know, I didn't know the actual info on it. You know, but yeah, it is the NFL trade deadline, the chaos, as it were. A lot of people are up in arms, but the lack of movement. Hold on.
when was the deadline? Today the deadline?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. The deadline was at 4:15. Matter of fact. Okay. It was 4:15. So everything that has happened, everything that is happening, the paperwork being finalized. That's what they're reporting on now. Um, on everything that we done, saying talked over and skimmed over. And and all the chaos as it were, this fan base up in arms about our lack of movement. Um, in certain situations for us, um, not moving Evan Ketty, not moving Tyler. Um, I it tells me,
Troy.
especially with Tyler, Tyler's trying to be here. Tyler trying to be here, and y'all can get off of Troy. Okay, Troy's coming back. Troy is going to be an integral part of the special teams as well as defense. Y'all stop.
mm-hmm.
Just stop it.
Please do.
I hope so. I like me some Troy. I need him to
I
stay
I
healthy.
mean, I mean, y'all. A lot of people keep talking about him like he wasn't taking care of himself. Both his injuries have been freak injuries. One person rolled up on his arm, and the other injury was, what I'm saying, mother rolled up on. He got, somebody fell on him. I how do you train for that? How do you prepare for that? How do you combat that? You know, I'm just saying. And I understand the best ability is available. People like talking about this man like he wasn't trying to stay on the goddamn field. Troy's a special teams ace. Y'all know we started having, what I'm saying, special team issues, Detroit went down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's here. He's still here, simply because he is an integral part. He is a important piece because he affects two phases of this team. You know, um, and the same can be said. I'm okay with how we're handling Braylon Trice's, what I'm saying, issue and injury. We want to do our due diligence and put him in the right position to be, and come back 100%. You know what I'm saying? Um, I read where he went and got some work done in France. He would have had some surgery in France on, what I'm saying, on that knee, to get it right. It wasn't nothing major. It was somewhat of a scope like procedure. And then, they got him at a facility, what I'm saying, with some, extreme rehab, extremely delicate rehab. So I mean, we're putting the monies, what I'm saying, where it need to be when you're trying to get these guys back, and have them back 100%. Um, Evan Ketty not being moved, I think it's a just in case non-move, if you will. Because there was some interest. I think it wasn't nothing on the table that moved the needle for Terry. And one thing about Terry, he's not gonna make a move just for the sake of making a move.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you things have to make sense. Again, like Mad Mike likes to say, what I'm saying, you take your feelings and emotions out of the equation and actually look at it at its actual face value, then you will understand a lot of things a lot more. You know, you know what I'm saying? You know, can we love, I am now, see, and I hate to do it to the young man because he's a good kid. But if y'all want to be talking about getting rid of somebody, that's who y'all should be talking about getting rid of. Okay, Bertrand, okay, I he should be special teams only and scout team defense. I'm just saying. I'm just, I but that's just me, you know, on that. You know what I'm saying? Then get round to this last one. Um, the Atlanta Braves have gotten a new skipper. He was at the top of the short list, for me and a lot of others. But Walt Weiss, um, is now the new skipper, um, and it's not only a good move, it's a great move. Um, and I think this would be the beginning of being able to reestablish some things and get some stuff back in place, especially with the farm system. Um, you know, I know you two guys are probably not that much of a base in the baseball, but from looking at it from the cheap seats, give me your thoughts.
Ooh, I don't know nothing about that, bro.
Yeah, pretty
Wow.
much, pretty much same.
Hey.
Pretty,
Hey. Oh man. Oh man. Well, given this situation, Walt Weiss used to play for this team back in the 90s. Not 90s, the 2000s, in the early 2000s. He played shortstop, second base for us for a good while. He was a good player. Um, and to become a coach, a base coach, batting coach at some point in a period of time. I think if I'm not mistaken, he joined Schnick's staff in Snicker's second year, if I'm not mistaken. And he's a clubhouse guy. He has a good reputation around the league as well. He has a good reputation with, what I'm saying, some of the Hall of Famers and old veterans, you know. And I think he knows the game. That is for sure. Walt Weiss knows the game. So I think, what I'm saying, we're gonna be in good hands. Uh, and I know this much. He is a stickler for protecting his players. So a lot of what we've seen over the years from our guys, going through things, getting hit with pitches, and not too much of you know them being protected. We're gonna be not see, we that's not gonna be happening under Walt Weiss. I'd say that much. He seems to be laid back, but Weiss he is a fiery guy. He is. So you know we're going to be in a good position, and I think we're going to be able to get back to, what I'm saying, uh Braves baseball, championship baseball, contending, playoff contending, what I'm saying, pennant contending baseball. you know um Again, this guy has a good mind. He's learned under some of the best. He's
It
learned.
sound like he got chemistry,
Yeah,
chemistry with the team.
yeah, he does. And him and Chipper are tight. That was a quote, what I'm saying, coming from Chipper's camp about being a little bit more involved with the team. Um, in this as well. So it's a lot of good going to be jumping off from this. So what I'm saying, congratulations to Walt Weiss getting the job. Um, and just be waiting on a couple of days, to go by. He's gonna complete his staff and who all he's gonna add and what position, what I'm saying, on his staff, from assistant to first base, third base coach, what I'm saying, pitching coach, pitching staff team, and all of that. So looking forward to some good stuff to be happening from, what I'm saying, Walt Weiss. So he said, I want to watch his press conference from today. Can I come on the show tomorrow? Yes, you sure can, sweet. Most definitely. Most definitely. I will shoot you the link. You know what I'm saying? I send it through your representative. I make sure, what I'm saying, Kev has you linked up for tomorrow on the T. We'll definitely have that. So there you have it. You know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, one of our in-house Braves reporters will be on tomorrow to give us some in-depth on this here particular move and the goings on of the Braves as well. So y'all tune in on the T for that tomorrow. Um, you know, so that's what we do. Uh, that's what we do. How we do what we do for you. Uh, Banana Biscuit, you got any thoughts?
Who the hell is that?
That owl.
Hey, my motherfucker, man. Hey,
Come on, Pillsbury, give them your thoughts.
well, tomorrow, Mr. White, I got to work tomorrow, so I won't be able to make the show. You just so what are y'all talking about tomorrow, sir?
We're gonna be turning the corner, starting the conversation on the Colts Falcons game coming up on Sunday morning. Um,
Yeah,
Let me think about that. I'm gonna try to get some Hawk Talk. And I was initially planning on that today, but our resident Hawk analyst, he don't answer his phones, or whatever. He might be somewhere with a $40 jingle going on. Ain't no telling. Uh, but yeah, I'll get you some Hawk Talk. We definitely gonna have some Braves talk, but Sports Tea Dummy of the Week episode as well on that.
yeah. Like I said, I'll probably watch when I get off. I get off at 6 tomorrow, so I'll watch.
Uh, I'll leave 5 minutes just for you, Pillsbury.
What the hell? What the hell, man? 100 today, bro.
I'll leave 5 minutes just for you, Cupcake.
Go with that bullshit. Here you go. My damn nerve.
Hey, hey, man, I appreciate everybody for joining and everything. Mucho, you got any thoughts, man? Anything that might have been on your mind that you saw today, or wanted to chop it up about?
No, it's just interesting to hear about all the trades and moves that has been made. It sounds like it's gonna be. It might be a couple of changes, a couple of looks in the NFL coming the next weeks. So
Right,
it's interested to see how how these games go.
right. Right. What up, Terry? You caught it on the tail end, man, but I'll recap it for you real quick. We just talked a little bit about, Walt White's being hired as the Braves manager. We're gonna have more talk on that tomorrow. Um, on the T. We talked about the trade deadline chaos that it was on multiple moves that were made by different teams, and the chaos that is this fan base on their suicide watch because we've stayed fast.
On the
Um,
moves that haven't been made.
right, right. And we even talked a little Jackson State and the Sonic Boom, putting the boom on FAMU on the football field and in the bandstand. So that's collectively what went on, just from the clip notes. And we had a little Justin Fields talk and his situation up there, and my strong belief that he is a third string to practice squad scout team quarterback at best right now at this point in his career, and unless he humbles himself and goes sit down with John Gruden, Jesse Palmer, or the Manning boys, and some of these quarterback camps, or Steve Young, you know, Warren Moon, some of the greats to do it to get his life and career turned around. He may not be on anybody's team next year.
They
You
trying
know,
to get him in it.
you know, I mean, you're a number 10 overall pick. You got traded for a Dollar General pack of M&M and a food stamp. Right, and I mean you're on your third team, and being on somebody's fourth team is probably not even in the cards for you. There was some of the conversations. Quentin Williams is now a Cowboy. Logan Wilson from the Bengals is now a Cowboy. CJ Gardner Johnson is Saucy's over there with the Colts. That was a big move. Jacoby Myers is in Jacksonville. Rashid from the Saints is in Seattle. And all those moves that have happened. And there's probably going to be some more finalizations that haven't been finalized up to this point, even though the trade deadline was 4:15 today. Sonya, that may be a true thing. And I said it, y'all have heard me say it before. He destroyed his entire career by leaving Georgia. I'm just going to put that on out there like that because nothing has gone right since that, and nothing. But I
Speaking
mean,
of, who do Georgia play this week?
I don't know. Don't be trying to get my coffee away. I don't know. It- yeah, yeah. But I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I know. I need, I don't know who we play. I have to look it up. I don't know. But I mean, with all them big mouths in there, I can't help but the damn ear hustle.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You wanna fight?
You know, all these loud butts, and a bunch of cackling hens. Don't shut up. But anyway, it's their way. Mississippi State. The Bulldogs got
Mississippi.
Mississippi State. Got we got Mississippi State on Saturday. Um, so yeah, that's where we at on that. Hope that was a quick update for you on this OG Tuesday tantrum. And thoughts on Walt Weiss being the new skipper for the Braves. Good move. Moving in on to the week. Again, we can win sports T on tomorrow. The heavy hitters on tomorrow. Um, and we'll be teeing it up. Some more Walt Weiss talk. We'll have some Hawks talk. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole month coming up without Trae and what impact that's gonna have for the youngins, you know what I'm saying, gelling together right there. You know what I'm saying, as the seasons, you know what I'm saying, cranks up, get really, really in full swing. Um and we'll have your first preview of the week for the Colts and Falcons in Berlin. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
I might
that
have a former Hawk dummy of the week.
okay. Yes. And there you have it. Look here, man. You got to keep it A. You got to keep it dirty. Most notably, you got to keep it real with yourself, man. Look, let your next choice be your best choice. I am your host, OG Big Sam, aka Mr. Wide, the large one, Mucho Grande. For the young knight who seems to have fallen off the map over here. Hey man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. And we out.